It had been a wonderful 6 days of travel in the backcountry areas of southern Utah. Following a delicious lunch at Cafe Diablo in Torrey, we planned to drive to Escalante, then turn south on Smoky Mountain Road. From there we expected to spend 2 nights in rarely traveled areas of Grand Staircase Escalante. However, Mother Nature would have her own plans that would ultimately force us to reroute our final couple days. We are just departing Torrey. Had a great meal at Cafe Diablo. It's an excellent restaurant. Gassed up, visited the general store there, bought a couple of necessities, mailed a few postcards, and are now headed out to Smoky Mountain Road. What we're going to do is, because we're running a little behind on time after cleaning up the mess from my busted window, we're going to go ahead and head directly on 12, which is a beautiful drive, down through Boulder to Escalante, and we'll pick up Smoky Mountain Road in Escalante.
And a view from the Dixie National Forest, Larb Hollow Overlook.
We're almost 2 miles up.
We just passed through Boulder and are headed up on the Hogback Ridge that's just to the south of Boulder. As you get out here, be sure to look on both sides. Pretty dramatic view, huh?
Yeah, it is off both sides. Looks like the neck. Follow the white line. Here it is, Mark, 14%. What, Tuesday or something?
Wednesday, isn't it?
I don't know. It's amazing how you lose. You know, you just don't care. Holy moly. I don't know how you could capture this on film. At least I can. Smoky Mountain Road.
Yep, we are turning at Smoky Mountain Road. And here we are entering the dirt part of Smoky Mountain Road right at the edge of the town of Escalante. And we have entered Grand Staircase Escalante.
This looks like it could get flooded out. It sure does.
And we are arriving at our campsite at Camp Flat. It was a pleasant evening at Camp Flat as we recounted the adventures we'd experienced to that point in our trip. The morning weather came as a surprise. It started with Mark, who was awake early to shoot some sunrise shots, noticing lightning to the south. Soon it became obvious that the storm was headed directly at the campsite.
Well, it looks like we've got a lightning storm headed towards us. This has been moving our direction for the last hour or so. I went ahead and woke up everyone. We decided to go ahead and pack up. We're not in a hurry to get out of here, but we just didn't want to get all our gear wet.
Right after I made that last recording, rain started coming across this field. And it's just a light rain right now, but once it passes, we'll break out everything and have a proper breakfast.
Showers and thunderstorms will develop across much of the area today. Local heavy rains may be possible with some of the stronger storms. Accumulating snowfall will be possible at the highest elevations Friday and Saturday.
They're saying storms the rest of today and into tomorrow. So I'm thinking we will change our route and head out and hit Bryce Canyon.
Never been there.
Yeah, it's beautiful. You'll like it. I think it's the better move with all these storms around us.
Yeah, I agree. Call it top is the mesa. You don't want to be up there if we have lightning coming through.
Yeah, that's true.
You don't, and a lot of these roads have a lot of clay in them, and they can turn impassable pretty quick.
Yeah.
So we'll do that.
They'll
All
be
right.
fun.
This stuff is slippery.
Hey, Chris, that was me. It is slick and me. Yeah, it'll be slick because of the clay. Chris, you want to go first? Okay. Yeah, it's still slippery here, but just take your time. And I'm just coasting in first gear, no brakes.
Yeah, unfortunately with an automatic I have to ride the brakes some.
It's very slippery. It wants to pull you to the left, so use your steering wheel and stay to the right a little bit.
Really slippery down here.
I'm stopped here. I was getting way too close to Chris. We all safely made it to the bottom of the steep, very slippery hill, the top of which we had camped at.
It's a little slippery right there.
Yep. Still a little slippery here, but not anything like it was up there on that hill. The road conditions, the weather forecast for more rains coming in. Camping on top of Collet Top, where lightning obviously is a major player. We decided the safest course of action was to head back and go visit probably Bryce Canyon. Obviously no four-wheeling involved except for us getting back off of Smoky Mountain Road.
We're almost to the end of Smoky Mountain Road. You can see a lot of storms are forming up around here. That's off in the direction of Collet Top, in fact, where we were supposed to camp tonight.
Well, this is a storm that was coming up from the south, and we'd had to drive through across Smoky Mountain. So we made the right decision turning around. As you can see by the slippery descent just from the little mesa we hit.
There goes all our mud.
That the road up there is in pretty poor shape.
Well, that's pretty up there. The low clouds. That's real nice looking. Well, it's a lot nicer on pavement than in slippery mud.
Speaking of nice views. And we are entering the area near Bryce Canyon National Park. We're going to turn into Bryce Canyon and do a little visiting around there. Whose fault is it I got caught at the red light? The first red light in 8 days. We are now in Bryce Canyon, and we've kind of broken up in a couple of different groups because of the difficulty of getting enough parking for all our vehicles. We got some graupel falling on us. We've gotten here at higher elevation at Bryce, and you can see just a little bit of accumulation of the graupel or snow.
During our stop in Escalante, we ascertained that the prospect for risky weather for the next 2 days was very high. Despite the wintry mix, we'd spend that afternoon photographing the amazing hoodoos of Bryce Canyon. As evening set in and the light failed, we agreed to return the next morning to shoot a few more photos before then heading to Page, Arizona, adjacent to Lake Powell.
We are gassed up and headed out of Bryce Canyon City towards northern Arizona.
That's a Land Rover crew. They're shooting a commercial.
The light at Lake Powell was excellent for photographing the surrounding geological wonders. We would spend that night in Page, then the next morning pay a quick visit to nearby Horseshoe Bend in the Colorado River. After that, we'd all head out in different directions, but with many great memories of a challenging, well-executed journey. We were all looking forward to some time in the future when, yet again, our paths would cross on our next great adventure.